What's up, y'all? It's the Boosh Bag, Miss Boosh Bag to you. Yes, talking to you. Okay. So, I know this episode is late as hell. I just been really busy. I think I will make a video letting you guys know what kind of stuff I've been into because I'm pretty excited about it. But for right now, I'm just trying to play catch up with some of these shows. All right. So this is the next episode of Little Women LA, and it starts off with Brianna talking to Matt about her bachelorette party in Mexico and the girls and all of that stuff. And she's telling them how horrible it was and how they were attacking her. Nobody wanted to be there. They're still not being supportive. And she doesn't know. Well, no, she does know. She doesn't want them bitches at. She doesn't want those bitches at her wedding. So she's like, no, they are not invited. So the only people that she really wants to invite at this point is Elena and Jasmine, the two bleach blondes, right? So, and she's saying Christy is like on the fence because she doesn't know if she can trust her at this point. Matt tries to tell her that she should probably invite her parents, and I think he's just trying to do that to save face because he knows that he is the cause of everything, and he doesn't want it to maybe come back in the end to bite him in the ass when, she winds up hating him for isolating her from her freaking family. So he's like, well, you should just at least invite them, and then it's on them if they come. And she's just really not feeling it. She was like, well, if they don't respect my choices, I'm grown, whatever. I really don't want to fight at my wedding. I don't want to be arguing. I don't want to be kissing no ass. So she don't want to invite them. But I still think, like Matt said, it probably would be a good idea, even though I hate him and I hate being pro Matt because I'm not. I'm pro what Matt said that one time. Okay? That's it. All right. So now Tara and Tanya are talking, and Tara wants to make a peace offering with a bunch of pictures from Cancun where the pictures look happy as hell, like they look like they had a really good time, which is not indicative of what actually happened because it was just pure fighting the whole goddamn time. It was a horrible trip. Horrible. So the pictures look all happy, and Tara's like, well, I'm going to make like a little scrapbook or a collage or I don't know, some goddamn thing that she wants to give to Brianna to try to smooth things over. So she is still trying to be Brianna's friend and, trying to pull out all the stops. Tara is mad at Christy, like we already knew from the last episode. Her and Tanya are mad at Christy because they feel like she's trying to play both sides of the fence just because she won't be as openly adamant about, her stance as they are. You know what I mean? So, whatever. Brianna asked Jasmine to be her matron of honor, which, okay, I don't really remember because I didn't have one. Is the matron the one that's supposed to be married? Is Jasmine married to somebody? Or is she the maid of honor? What's the difference between a maid and a matron? I know one of them is married and one of them isn't, and I don't know which one isn't. And I guess I could just Google it, but I'm not gonna. So, yeah, y'all Google it. Or just tell me if you already know, because it's not that important. I'm already married, right? Whatever. But yeah, Jasmine's going to be hers, whatever it's called. And she's super happy because, apparently she just fucking met Brianna. And now Brianna done kicked all her friends to the curb, and now you're the girl, right? So, whatever. Christy's husband. Okay, that mustache, she is so right. He looked like one of the Mario brothers. He was so short and stocky. He ain't got no hair though, but that mustache, it is horrible. It has got to go. He looks ridiculous. So I guess he must have had a beard, and she was like, shave that shit off. So he shaved and just left the porn star mustache he got going on. All right. So she tells him about Elena's pregnancy, her being pregnant with the twins, and how it happened, and how she kind of trumped her at the thing, and feeling kind of jealous. Now, the damn thing got crazy was that he was like, oh, well, that's great for her. Like, she was like, well, we've been trying and, it hasn't been working out. He's like, yeah, but, that's not us. That's them. And they were obviously trying to, and now they got their wish, and I'm happy. So she is mad at her damn husband for not being upset that everybody else is getting pregnant and they're not getting pregnant. And he's like, I don't want to be mad at other people because their life is going right or because something good happened to them. Like, why would I be mad? Why do you want me to harbor anger against these people for doing something that's good or for something good happening to them just because it didn't happen to me? And she's like, whatever, you don't understand. She's just going the fuck off. She's really coming off like a hater for this whole thing. I mean, I know wanting to have a baby is very emotional and it'll have you tripping, but yeah, lighten up, girl. All right. Now it says Elena and Tara are talking. Tara wants to go line dancing and she wants to invite all of the girls, but Brianna is still ignoring her. So, yeah, she's texting her apparently over and over and over again, sending her all kinds of messages, and Brianna's like, you know what? She makes me feel bad. And I don't fucking feel like feeling bad, no worse than I already feel, so I'm ignoring these bitches. Like, just leave me alone. Let me alone, girl. They are on her nerves and she does not want to talk to them. So, Tara's kind of asking Brianna for help. No, not Brianna. Elena. Asking Elena for help because she doesn't really know how to contact Brianna and she doesn't know if Brianna's really even going to be down since she's been ignoring her. Brianna lets Matt know. Okay. They go out to a restaurant, Brianna and Matt. Not a restaurant. I guess it's not a restaurant. They go out some goddamn where to try to unwind because she's talking about how stressed out she's been. So they're painting like a little frame, and she was like, well, I thought that this would be a perfect picture to go into the frame. And she hands him a picture, and it's a picture of the peace stick with a little plus sign. So yes, that's how she told him that she is pregnant. So now Elena is pregnant, and Elena and Brianna. Is anybody else pregnant? Nah, that's the other little people show where everybody pregnant, right? What's going on? These little people be doing it, huh? A lot. People busting nuts all up in them, apparently, right? You know what I'm saying? That was too far. I take it back. Okay. Tara tells Jasmine that she can't contact Brianna. So basically, Tara is going to every motherfucking body. She basically is really trying to see if Brianna's responding to other people and if she's just ignoring her on purpose, and that is what she finds out. But yes, she's ignoring you on purpose. She don't want to be bothered with you because Jasmine's like, yeah, I was able to reach her. She likes me. But then Jasmine tells Tara that Christy said that she had to force them to go. So yeah, because Tara brought up the same old thing that she brought up in the last thing. She's kind of jealous of Christy because Christy has the same stance, kind of, as her, with disliking Matt, but still wanting to maintain the friendship with Brianna. And she's wondering why Brianna kind of forgave Christy or is chilling with Christy and being friends with her, but not being friends with her. Not trying to hold on to their friendship or relationship. So Jasmine is like, oh, well, Christy said that y'all didn't want to come, and she basically had to force y'all to come. And she was like, she did not force me. First of all, nobody can force me to do nothing. Whatever, you know, she caught an attitude. And she acting like Christy tarnished her name. Really? Your name is tarnishable? What is your name? What upstanding things do you think people think about your name in the first place, Tara? Honey. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so next, Matt and Brianna are at an amusement park. And, of course, Brianna, little ass, can't get on nothing because she's short as hell. The damn kid is bigger than her, right? They got their kid. She got her daughter, and I guess he got his son. Okay, really? His son is black? So he was with somebody, and he ditched them. He left them to come and be with this girl. And the girl was obviously black, right? Because he got the black son there. And I'm like, wait a minute, wait. Do I detect melanin? I detect melanin? So he pulled the big old Britney Spears, Kevin Federliner. What is the girl's name? Jackson? Shar. He pulled a Shar Jackson on the black girl. That's not nice. That's hurt me to my soul whenever I see that. But yes, okay. So she notice she's pregnant now, and they're like, well, she told somebody, and she's scared that it's going to come back through her family to the daughter, and the daughter's going to find out in a bad way. Although, I guess maybe when they explain it, they could say bad stuff additionally along with letting the little girl know that she's going to have a brother or sister. But I don't really know how it could go negative no matter who the hell tells her. I mean, she's a kid. Does she care? Does she even understand, really? Whatever. So they're like, oh, we have to tell the kids because I want it to come from me and not anyone else. Like, the kids are going to be like, Mom, you violated me. You didn't tell me. It should have came from you. It should have came from you. I shouldn't have had to find out in the street. Like, little kids don't do that. So I don't know why it's such a big deal, but yeah, they acting like it's a big ass deal. So they decide they told the kids. All right. The little girl is ecstatic. The little boy, he seems, he don't give a fuck. He like, whatever. Okay, you want to change some diapers? He was like, no, none of that. I'm not excited. Leave all the excitement to the little girl over here because I ain't got time for it. Yeah. So, Jasmine calls Brianna. All right. I mean, no, Jasmine, she calls Brianna because apparently they were supposed to have met up somewhere, and Brianna ain't calling, ain't answering, no nothing. So she calls her, and she answers the phone, and she is in the ER. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And yeah, she's just, I don't think she even told her, like, nothing, just like, oh, I'm in the ER, whatever. But I believe that Brianna already, what's her name? Jasmine already knows that Brianna is pregnant, right? Yeah. So a little bit of worry, but I still didn't know what was going on at that point. Okay. Now, Christy and Todd, they had that really big fight because he would not get jealous of the other of their friends for being pregnant. So she's like, all right, when we have a big fight, we go to couples therapy to help us sort through our, feelings and emotions so things don't get bigger. So they're there. She's explaining what's supposed to be her issue. And the lady is like, okay, well, look, first of all, you're acting like you need to see eye to eye on things all the time, which is, definitely a problem that couples be having. Like, just because you think something or feel something, like, why does it bother you that the other person, like, who fucking cares? Why do you really care if I feel the same way? Like, I don't, because I'm a different person. And move on with your life. I mean, unless it's directly affecting you, like I'm literally doing something to you, your person, who fucking cares? All right, but yeah, she was caring, and she was like, well, it made me feel like he didn't care about me or my feelings, and I felt very distant and blah blah blah. And she like, girl, chill, for real, knock it the fuck off. And he was talking about no, that's not the only damn fight, because apparently when they was in the CPR class, she started calling him fat, and he got to call her fat back. He was like, well, I'm not the only one that need to lose weight. That's right, I said it, bitch. You are chubby. She was like, well, you're way fatter than me, and I don't want to have to learn CPR to use it on you because I'm so scared you're going to die. And he was like, ugh. So he don't really think that she be bringing up his weight because she's scared of him dying. She bringing up his weight because she embarrassed because she feel like he fat and she want him to be slim and cute, right? So she want to be a chunky girl with a slim, cute boyfriend, husband, and he is very fat. So yeah, he is. I guess he would probably be considered morbidly obese for his height and that girth, the roundness of his body. It's excessive. Yeah, the therapist talks them through the issue. I don't even know what the hell she said, but yeah, I guess they feeling better about all that. Now, Tara is telling Tanya that Brianna is ignoring her because I guess I already said she is telling apparently every motherfucking body. But let me go through the list and call every single person on the goddamn show and say, oh my God, this girl will not be my friend. After I went and ruined her bachelorette party and continue to argue with her and argue and argue and argue every single time that I see her. I don't know why she doesn't want to speak to me. Stop tripping, Tara. Chill. Like, really chill. Scale it back until she is ready to talk to you because you know you fucked up. You know you tripping. No, I guess she don't know she tripping because she continues to trip. I'll get to it. Okay. And she tells her that Jasmine said that Christy had to force them to go. And Tanya's like, well, sure, everybody know. Nobody don't tell me what to do. And they both taking it very childish, the word force. That's the word that they're focusing on. Like, no, I wasn't forced, but you was forced. You didn't want to go. She did sit there and fucking talk y'all into the shit because... I was like, no, I don't feel like I could be supported. I don't want to go. And she said nice things about it to try to coerce you. So maybe force isn't the same word. I guess they could be synonyms, but not particularly very close synonyms. But y'all tripping. And they think that Christy threw them under the bus. Whatever. Like I said, I disagree. They tripping. Jasmine tells that Brianna was in the ER when she gets there. So I think they're already at the little dude ranch thing, about to do this country ass line dance bullshit that Tara got everybody doing. So Chrissy comes in and she was like, oh, well, she was in the ER. And Tanya don't believe it. Tanya like, I think it's a lie. Well, I don't trust her. I think she always lies. So she thinks she lied about everything. She don't give a fuck. She whatever. And Tara also gave like a little eye roll, like she don't even give a fuck that she was in the hospital. All she really care about is that she didn't return her phone calls, and she is mad. So she's waiting for her to come start some shit. All right, Brianna came because she's saying she's coming because she don't want to fight no more. So she been, stressing about all of that shit that they went through. She really just wanted to chill and spend some fun time with the girls. So that's why she coming to try to give it a fresh new start. But that ain't gonna happen. You can't start anew. Not with these bitches. Okay. Brianna and Christy came in together, which really set Tara off because we already know by now that she is jealous as hell of Christy because Brianna's being her friend, and she want to be her friend, and she feel like she ain't trying hard enough to be her friend. They do have fun doing a little line dance thing, a little hoop nanny or whatever the hell you call it thing. And then, as soon as they get down, Tara's like, why have you been ignoring me? I've been texting you. I did this. I contacted you so many times. All you had to do was contact me back. Like, why? And yeah, acting up. And then Tanya's like, well, at the very least, over all of these days, the least you could have did was send a short text. Because she was like, Brianna said, well, I was just really tired and I didn't really feel like I wasn't, contacting anybody. And Tara was like, that's a goddamn lie because you contacted this bitch over here. That's right. I called every motherfucker body to see if you was contacting them, and now I know who you was contacting and that you were intentionally not contacting me. So yes, I know. And Tanya's like, well, at the very least, you could have sent a short text saying, I don't really feel like talking to people right now. I don't feel well. I'll talk to you when I feel like talking to you or something like that. Which I guess she could have did, but bitch, she ain't got to do that. I think you get the hint when people don't answer the phone that they don't want to talk to you. So it's the same as a text that says, I don't want to talk to you. Oh, well. Okay, so now Elena gets into it because Elena's always trying to be diplomatic and explain to people when they don't see like where they're not meeting eye to eye. She likes to explain like, no, you don't understand what's going on right now. This is what happened. So she's telling Brianna that she should talk to the girls about what's going on so that it's not all bottled up because Tara's feelings are getting hurt because she doesn't really understand why you're not working harder to be her friend when she feels like she's extending herself and like trying so hard. And this whole thing with Christy riding the fence and just everybody's in an uproar, and Brianna's kind of the only one that could maybe settle it, make it straight, or just be like, I don't want to be friends with none of y'all bitches no more. Like, I guess that would be the only way that she could fix it because they don't even let her talk when she try to talk, so she ain't gonna be able to explain herself. All right. So Tara still doesn't understand her supporting. Tara says, I don't understand why Brianna doesn't understand me supporting her independently. Like, I don't have to like Matt, but I could still like you and want our friendship. Like, how does she not understand that? And then when Brianna says something that is similar to that, like, well, We don't have to talk about my wedding. You not being invited to my wedding shouldn't bother you. You don't like Matt. Like, we could still have a life without you coming to my wedding. And Tara's contradicting herself because she's like, she wants to have a thing separate from Brianna's thing with Matt, except that when she's offering her friendship without without Matt or anything, she don't really fucking want that, right? So she really wants to be invited to the wedding, I guess, so she could poo-poo on it, be like, I ain't going to that motherfucking wedding. Because how many times did she say at the bachelorette party that she didn't want to go? Like, good luck on your fucking wedding that nobody wants to go to. Like, who's going to invite that bitch to the wedding? Does that even make sense? Do it sound like she want to go? Okay, so then Christy steps up, which I was not expecting because, she's been play it nice the whole goddamn time. But she's like, look, if you don't want to invite me to the wedding, that's fine. Like, I don't give a fuck. Because basically, like Brianna's saying, like, I can be your friend independently, but I don't just want motherfuckers that don't want, like, my husband coming to my wedding. So Christy like, well, don't invite me. She'll give a fuck. She ain't gonna beg. But she do still want to be her friend. She ain't giving a fuck about the wedding, which is how I think the other girls should be. Or are you so pressed on being invited to a wedding that you don't want to go to? Okay. Brianna finally tells them, okay, well, I don't want to argue anymore. I don't want to fight. And the reason I don't want to fight anymore is because I'm pregnant. And everybody's like, oh. But Tara was not. She was not supportive. She was not happy or pleasant. She like, whatever, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Still, why you ain't call me? Like, she is really pressing the goddamn issue. Like, if this bitch had the antidote for the antidote. Okay, anecdote is a different word. Like, if this bitch had the antidote for a disease that she needed to fucking cure immediately. Like, bitch, why you ain't call me? Why you ain't call me? I was gonna die. Wasn't that gonna happen to you as a result of her calling you or having not called you? She is there at the event. Chill. Tara? Of course, because Tara has no chill, soon as Brianna announces that she's having a baby, she's like, well, am I going to be able to see the baby? I mean, because your parents aren't going to be able to see the baby, and they're your actual parents. So me just being kind of a friend, but I guess not really a friend because you won't fucking call me back. So I'm basically nobody to you. Am I going to be able to see the baby? And Brianna's like, why the fuck would you even ask me that? Like, what the fuck does this have to do? Why would I not let you see the baby? She was like, I'm just asking because I don't know if I'm going to be able to see the baby. So I'm asking you the question. So I think Tara is being petty as hell because, I mean, really just chill, because the more you fight with this girl, the less she's going to want to be bothered with you. And then, yeah, you're not going to be invited to the wedding. You're not going to be able to see the baby. You're going to be over there where her parents are because you're not really trying all that hard to be her friend outside of her husband. You just kind of jumping on little points to get snippy, snappy with and about and for and all of those other words that mean the same goddamn thing, right? So, in the midst of Tara going off on her about that, she goes off on Christy because she was like, you know what, bitch, I heard that you were saying that I was forced to go. She was like, she hates him just like we hate him, and I still don't understand why you are trying to be her friend and you will not be my friend. And they were like, well, no, I didn't say that I forced you. So it gives a flashback to the day when she was talking to Jasmine, and she was like, well, I had to really coerce, I think, or I had to really try to talk them into it. It was a word that was much milder than force, but even if it wasn't, we know what force means, and we know what forcing with words. Like, she wasn't physically forcing them, so she was forcing them. It was just with words. It wasn't with a threat, like, oh, I'm going to kill your mama if you don't come. It's just talking to her. So I don't know why they focused on the word force, but she didn't use the word force, first off. And even if she did, it still just means that she tried to get y'all to come, which is what she did. So basically, y'all are calling her all kind of liars, and y'all are lying. Because, yeah. Because she didn't fucking say that. She used a different word, and you did have to be coerced. She did, in fact, when y'all were like, I ain't going, and y'all was adamantly against it, she did try to talk you into it, which is what coercion means. So she's not lying, but everybody's calling her a liar. And convincing, that's the word. It took a lot of convincing. So convincing and forcing are two different things, but they're acting like she said she forced them and blah, blah, blah. So like she threw them under the bus, and they think that Brianna is mad at them because of this one thing that Christy said to them. But I'm just going to say, first of all, Christy didn't fucking say it to them. She said it to Brianna. She said it to Jasmine. She wasn't talking about the fucking Brianna about it. She didn't throw y'all under the bus to Brianna. Brianna does not like y'all because y'all are bitches. Because you're loud. Because you keep talking shit. Because you keep starting fights for her every fucking where she goes. And Christy is not doing that. So Christy is actually trying to be her friend and still not like her husband. Whereas you guys are trying to be her friend and argue with her about her husband everywhere she go. And people don't want to do that. So that is the difference. Nobody has to do anything to make nobody dislike you more when you doing everything to make somebody dislike you in the first goddamn place. So all of that blaming Christy, like y'all are tripping for real. Okay, so she's calling her a liar, and I was heated. Everybody's screaming and yelling at the damn table, and she was like, how am I lying? What did I lie about? She was like, when you said that I was drinking, bitch. She called her a bitch. Tara throws a drink in Christy's face, and then I think she just kept throwing drinks, like picking up other people. She was just throwing. I was like, oh my God. Okay, so to sum it up, because that was the end of the damn episode. Tara is acting like a crazy ass bitch, a crazy stalking ass bitch, and essentially she's driving Brianna away from her. She's damn sure driving Christy away because you're attacking her now for what I perceive to be a misunderstanding. Like, you are wrong. You and Tanya are wrong, and y'all are hating on Christy just because she took a better approach to being friends with Brianna, and Brianna liked her approach better. And the way that you're doing things is not working, and you're using her as a scapegoat, and you're trying to act like she messed up your relationship when she did not. It is you destroying it yourself and making it worse. And now you're throwing drinks and shit and people pregnant. So people just gonna be scared of you because she acting fucking crazy. Like, what the fuck? Be the girlfriend. Be her friend. The kind of friend that don't make people feel bad when they come around, because there are friends that make you feel bad when they come around, but people don't really like hanging around with that friend. Yeah. Not really a friend. It's called a frenemy. Don't be a frenemy. Be a friend without the enemy part, okay? Do that. And then maybe you will not have to blame Christy for all of your goddamn problems. And Tanya, yeah, you too, because y'all are like the same fucking person. So it don't even fucking matter. Everybody else on the show seems to be chilling. Ain't no goddamn issues for nobody else. And we're going to see what's going to happen, because it looks like for the next episode, Christy gonna be in the hospital, some shit in the news, the headlines or whatever. So whatever, we gonna see. But until the next time, I dig y'all, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye. Thanks for watching, y'all. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos.